So we moved into the new place about 3 months ago now, and we were never quite sure exactly what we wanted in our wardrobe for the inserts. We just hadn't come across the right design. We've got quite big wardrobes, they're about 4 meters long, and we just wanted to make sure we had the right thing. So we've just temporarily been using just some clothes racks in there. But today I'm going to construct some industrial look wardrobe rails. So we've seen some pictures online like this. And when we come across this, straight away I've gone, that's all stuff I can just buy from my local Bunnings. So I'm going to head down to Bunnings now, buy some bits and pieces, come up with a bit of a design for it, and then come back and put it together and show you guys how we've done it. For each side of the wardrobe, I'm going to need 3 1800mm pieces. I'm going to need a 100mm piece as well, just to make up the length. One of them's for a leg and 2 for the crossbones. Right, so we're going to need a couple of fittings to make this work as well. We're going to need 1 T-piece for the support pole in the middle, a couple of the joiners, and then a couple of the end plates to go on the end to attach it to the wall. There's a massive range of wall anchors here at Bunnings. Most are rated to about 10 kilos, but we've come across these ones, I haven't seen them before. They're rated to 50, so we're going to give them a go for this project. So we're home from Bunnings. I've got all the pieces now. I think I've got all the measurements right, so I've just got it laid out just to double check everything before I go ahead and paint it. Comes with lots of nice little stickers on there, which we're going to have to get cleaned off so that we get the paint sticks to it well, but we'll give that all a clean up and then we'll paint it up and get ready to install it. All right, so we've got an area set up outside here to paint. First thing we're going to do, Bart, is get all these stickers off. Companies that make things love putting stickers on stuff, but when you're going to paint something, the sticker and then the goo left behind from the sticker don't like being painted. So we'll just take our time and make sure we get all these stickers off good, and we'll get all the goo off as well to make sure that the paint sticks well and it lasts a long time on there. Alright, the last thing you do before you paint any metal surface is to give it a good wipe down with wax and grease remover, just to make sure that there's no grease or there's no residue of anything, any sticky residue from the sticker still left on there. So this stuff gets pretty much anything off that could be possibly on there and make sure that that paint sticks well. So we'll just give everything a complete wipe down and then we're ready to paint. So because this is can spray paint, it doesn't go on super thick. So I do feel like we'll probably end up doing 2 or 3 coats just to get a really good coverage. Decided just to do half of each rail at a time because I think it's a little bit easier if I can just hold it and just spin it around as I go and get all the way around the post. Then I'll be able to, when it dries, come back and do the other half and then repeat until I think we've got enough coats on it. But even just with 1 coat, they are looking pretty slick. All right, so we've got everything painted and ready to go. We'll just let it dry for a little bit longer and then we'll head back inside with it all and clean the cupboard out and get ready to install the new rail. So now I've got everything painted up, ready to go. I've got it laid out in here, exactly how I'm gonna set it up. So we've got all the rails, we've got the plates to attach it to the wall, and I also went with these fittings to attach it to the wall. So I went with these ones because these ones say that they can hold up to 50 kilos, whereas most other wall anchors only say they can hold 10 kilos. So I've never used one like this before, but I thought I'll just go overboard and use something with a bigger rating just to make sure that it will hang there for a long time and we won't have any trouble with it coming away from the gyprock. So now I'll get it measured up and work out the exact position for it on the wall, and then we'll get it installed. The standard height for most rails on the wall is between 180 to 185. So we're going to put it right on 183 in the middle there because that height works well for the rails that I've got and the supporting leg that's going to go in the center. So we'll just mark out 183. And then I've decided to come 26 centimeters from the back wall, which means it will just sit a little bit more towards the back than the front. All right, so that gives us our position on the wall. I'm just going to get the attachment plate and put it up and mark out where the holes are going to go. And then we're going to drill some holes. So these wall anchors require a 20mm hole, and then they go in, a fitting turns and it locks it in behind the wall. So here's what these ones look like out of the packet. So it's just a little fitting, and then you put a screwdriver in the center, and it has a couple of wings that pop out the side like that, and that's what anchors it behind the plywood. So now we just get our flathead screwdriver. All right, and that one's all ready to be attached. I'll do the other side and then I'll get the rail up. All right, so we've got the rail all assembled and we're just gonna install it now and then we're done. I'll just get all the screws in loosely first and then I'll do them all up nice and tight. All right, that's one end and we'll go on to the other end. This end we can wind this plate out a little bit and make it a little bit looser, just so it fits a bit more snug to the wall. All right, so just got the middle leg left to put on. I did buy some black stoppers just to put on the bottom to make it look neat. The middle leg can just be screwed in like so. And there we go. Last thing I have to do is just get a little bit of the gold paint and just touch up the threads, because I did tape them up because I didn't want to get too much on it and make it too hard to put together. But overall, I think it's come up pretty well. All right, that's it completed. Got some clothes back in there. Got some little racks down the bottom there that I bought from IKEA. I'll probably get a couple more things to put down the bottom to put things on. So it's come up quite well. So for a cost-effective way to build a nice, neat industrial look rail in your wardrobe, just head down to Bunnings, buy some galvanised piping and fittings. It's quite an easy DIY project for anyone to do. All up, I think it costs just over $100 for all the pipe and the fittings. So it's a very cost affordable way to do something, as opposed to getting a wardrobe guy out to put a rail in for you. And quite frankly, I think it looks pretty cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see all our DIY projects we do.